torches can all line up there. Smooth sandstone. Smooth sandstone? Sandstone. So that across there, that also has to be sandstone. See, I'm running out again. It's just expensive, man. Playing on survival, not enough materials. So I'm using dirt to fill in underneath the ramp. The ramp is going to be solid. Because we're suggesting that the ramp is... we're suggesting that all this stuff is heavy and stone, and so then it would be a little bit strange if the ramp was floating, right? So the ramp is completely solid underneath. So that's me running out of sandstone. Let me just pick up some things and pick up more things. Okay, that wall goes back further than that. Let me just grab some sandstone and show you what I'm thinking at the moment. $32 is not enough. Alright, I'll do one side and then I'll do the rest, you know, off video again, because you don't really need to see me do the same thing twice. It's going to be the same thing repeated on the other side, right? So it's going to be that. And then I was thinking smooth sandstone above the columns. And then torches. Oops. Torches there to stop enemies spawning. And then there's a temple there as well, alright. Okay, I have to excavate a little bit of that, but that'll come later. So there's that. And then down here, should I put sandstone slabs on the ground? Yes, I should. Where's my slabs? I actually have enough slabs. Oh, good. Smooth sandstone, sandstone, slabs, and then stone slabs. So I'm kind of making this up as I go, but I've been thinking about this before I started recording again. Just thinking about patterns. And so, since this is all slabs down here on the ground, so half blocks, it means that I don't need torches down here to stop enemies from spawning, right? Oops. So, what I'm thinking is I'll keep the interior of the temple dark and the exterior quite bright, and so all the torches are on the outside, and then on the inside we'll use these slabs on the ground to stop the enemy spawning, so then we don't need torches down here. It's kind of difficult to see at the moment because we have that's still open, so you can't tell you can't really see the effect of the light in the dark. But let's do that. And really I can change some of these to the smooth sandstone as well, just to make a pattern on the wall, so it's it's less just flat. Maybe I'll do that. So it's gonna be like that in here. Alright. That's nice, I like that. Nice pattern. And then above here, see, it's a lot shorter than I would like. Like this is not, it's not ideal. To be honest, I would like this whole thing to be at least twice as big in each direction. If I weren't trying to fit it into this mountain, I would actually make it a lot bigger. But maybe it's you know, I don't have that much sandstone anyway, so maybe in that way this is lucky. So here I'm only gonna put the top half. I don't know if they fixed the lighting underneath here. They kind of have. I'm not sure they actually have. I don't think they actually have. Alright, let me just cover up the rest. I'm only gonna do the top half because, you know, I want to keep a bigger ceiling height down the bottom. So don't have it look too, you know, don't feel like it's too tight at the ceiling. And that, and then I haven't decided what to do back here. Alright, so you probably do something at the front as well, so it's very light. The stone slabs are lighter than the normal grey of the stone, and then obviously the yellow of the sandstone. Alright, so fairly spare, like fairly you know, there's not much intricacy going on. It's just a grid, nothing that special. But we're gonna keep it like this. Let's see what happens down here to inside. We got this going on. Is the light leaking through? Seriously? I don't know, the lighting in this game, man. Alright, so I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And then also, you see what I've done at the front here? I'm going to do there as well, right? And then also up here at the front as well. So I think I'll do that off screen as well, because I don't think you guys need to see me, ouch, repeat the same thing over and over again. And it's not much designing now. Again, there's a bit of modularity to this, and you know, I always do modules, it seems like. So basically I'm just going to copy this 2 more times, copy this 2 more times back there, and then yeah, copy this side to the other side. So it's all the same thing, so I don't need to show you me doing that again, I don't think. Alright, I'll come back when that's built. Okay, so I've been working on this a little bit, and I feel like maybe I should be explaining this a bit more. So what I've been doing is I'm playing with the normal sandstone and the smooth sandstone. Oh, look at that. And trying to get a good pattern going on here. Hold on, let me just put that there. So basically I've got the columns and the beams. I've changed the beams to smooth sandstone like that, and then the grid, the 3-dimensional grid, is the smooth sandstone, and then filling in the walls in between is the normal sandstone like that. Is that clear? So I thought I'd do that just to make it look a bit better. That doesn't really matter there because you can't see it from the other side, right? Let me just make some more smooth sandstone. It's gonna be like that, right? I need to pick up a piece of sandstone on the wall. It's a relatively minor thing, but at the same time I feel like it adds a little pattern to the outside. I mean, it's fairly subtle still, but you know, as I've said in previous videos, you know, if you're if your outer wall looks a bit too flat, I don't even know if you can see that on the YouTube video because it might not compress properly. But there's like a grid here of the smooth sandstone, just so that it doesn't look like a big flat piece of sandstone. It looks like there's a pattern there. It's been broken up a little bit into that regular grid. So that looks a bit less, boring by breaking that up. So the room on the bottom is going to be this big, I've decided. So we'll fill in that with the half slab as well. So this should be safe from enemies spawning. Up here, we'll just do the same thing up here, although above us is going to be the half slab again. So this ceiling is... How did I do that? Okay, so the ceiling is more to stay consistent with the rest of the room, more so than it actually being needed. Wow, that lighting glitch, look at that. It's pretty glitchy. So it's supposed to be this dark all the way back here. So there's kind of light outside and dark inside. Unfortunately, there's this glitch above us. I can fix that, I think, because we're going to put another block above us. So I don't think it's going to stay like that. Do I have? Yes, I have enough stone slabs. Alright, so the same kind of thing up here. So these leaves have to go. Let me just look at the bottom floor again. Alright, so it is like that. So the stone slabs immediately after the columns. So as I said earlier, just copying the bottom one to the top in almost the same way. And I'm actually setting up this module as I go, so I didn't actually figure this out beforehand. I'm actually making this up as I go. It's fortunately turning out quite well. I need to remove this stuff, don't I? So we're almost right at the cliff now. And that stuff needs to go. I need to replace that torch up there so zombies don't spawn. So here there should be... Okay, I need to remove that as well. Right, so then smooth sandstone to there. And can we see that from the inside? Yes, we can. So smooth sandstone to there. So that's dirt because no one's going to see that because it's going to be inside the building. So I'll save a little bit of sandstone there. This should be smooth. And then normal sandstone. Around there. Wait a minute. What was... Oh, that's right. Normal sandstone there. And there. I need those. Those need to be smooth. And in fact, this whole line needs to be smooth as well. So I'm just changing this up a little bit, just to make it look a little bit better. Sandstone. Pick that up. So sandstone. I hope that's enough. Fail. Wow. Okay, I need to watch that. So there's the smooth sandstone there. And then that is to there, and that is to there, and then the slabs. I don't know, I feel like if I'm not recording this, then I'm not showing you guys the design process, but at the same time when I am recording it, there's actually not too much to say, right? Let's see, slabs. Oh, I've been trying to figure out the light levels as well, trying to keep this safe, so... Oh, that's a problem. Or is it? So 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Alright, so that's actually safe from enemy mobs, I think. Can I see that? So, light level... Where is the light level? BL is 9, 8, so at my feet it should be 8. Yeah, so that should be right. So in here it's half slabs, so nothing can spawn in there. Let's see, more slabs up here. So that's what that looks like. And then that's what that looks like out here. This is pretty good. It's pretty good. I think it's pretty good.